and I'm kind of verbatim quoting from the document. It says Kapton polyimide films retain their physical properties over a wide range of temperatures. They have been used in field applications where the environment temperatures were as low as minus 269 C, which is minus 52 Fahrenheit, and as high as 400 C, which is 752 Fahrenheit.
And this is for which one? This is which polyimide? This is Kapton. Okay. Yeah, because I right. I was just looking at Surlex, and Surlex was at 265.
Right. So most of the applications, I made note are between 250 to 300 C. That's, what I am aware of. But then, I wanted to do a little more research because it was part of the questions you had sent. So that's why I got this brochure. I can email that brochure to you. It's publicly available information. I just found it yesterday evening, so I can email that to you, or somehow Logan, I can send it to Logan. He can send it to you, or I don't know how it works.
Yes, probably through Logan. Yes.
So let me email Logan, be like, this is a publicly available document which I think would be useful for you, and ask him to forward it to you.
Forward it to me. Yeah, that would be great.
You could see, that way, you would have a better appreciation of why, polyimides are used. So, if someone, tells you polyimides could be used for, let's say, XYZ reasons, then you can, with your understanding, you can either challenge that or try to understand more, because the individual might have something in his mind which maybe I cannot capture, why they might think that polyimide would be a good thing. Because people have different experiences in the industry, so I don't want to discount it easily. But when I'm asked the question, I would be like, it's going to be expensive. It's made out of run-of-the-mill materials. It doesn't require to go up to like 250, 300. It's not required to see the plasma. Why would I spend more on polyimide? That's my first reaction.
Specifically on the deposition side, is because I was talking to head of engineering in a deposition BU at one of the OEMs, and he was basically, he dismissed the use of polyamides in deposition chambers based on temperature, basically saying, these chambers go up to 400, sometimes even 500, 600 C, therefore, you can't use them, these materials. So that's where, had it been any other type of expert, I think I would have, stuck with my understanding of the material properties. But given that this was the head of engineering for deposition product business unit, I thought, how can this? Admittedly, he has never heard of Stolex, and thought Kapton was too expensive and, didn't have the temperature range for deposition. So that's why I decided to, circle back to you and check, just to make sure that I didn't.
Actually, that's a good point. Basically, there is a lot of deposition chambers that do high temperature deposition, basically, which would be 500 C, or even some cases, they go up to 550 C. Most deposition chambers, which would not use plasma, they don't have another energy source, so the energy source would be temperature. So that's why you have to go to high as deposited temperature. But a lot of industrially coupled plasma deposition chambers run processes at 200, 250 C because they use plasma to densify the film. So a lot of plasma ICP, inductively coupled plasma-based deposition chambers, would be able to use the polyimide components. But the individual also has a point. When you have high temperature processes, you're not using plasma per se, and you're doing a lot of deposition with high temperature processes, high temperature deposition, then you would not be able to use these materials. That's correct. Over 400 C, if you want to use any temperatures over 400 C, which some of these amorphous silicon deposition temperatures use, some of the metal deposition chambers, MDP chambers use that.